Good morning. Wow, after the last video, I got 5 new subscribers. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are. I don't know if there's any way of finding out who you are on YouTube, but thank you so much. One lady did introduce herself underneath, so hi there. Thank you very much for doing so. Great. I think as the last video was more of a vlog, I'm just wondering whether that's the way I should take the channel. I did start off doing, videos about my artwork, and then it sort of merged into a charity shop haul sort of a channel, because I was incredibly inspired by the Crafty Nana, who is a lovely, very, very stylish lady of about my age. Really cool, and I've followed her channel for a little while, and I thought, oh, I'll have a go at that, because I go in charity shops all the time, but my income is just dictates that I cannot do that. So I'm just wondering whether if I turn this channel more into a kind of a blog or a vlog, it might be more interesting. Because there's people wanting to hear about my vegetarian eating. There's people that want to know about the art and what I do. And of course, there's the fashion and the crafting and all this. So maybe if I do a little bit of everything, I might appeal to a few more people. So, thank you for watching, anybody who's watching this. And thank you to my new subscribers. So what I'm doing here is what I've been doing this week or this last couple of weeks. So it's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge of what I've been getting up to in my life and in my artwork and my creative activities. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'm going to edit the video now. I'm not sure what will get in and what won't get in. I've done a lot of little snippets of things that I've done this week, so we'll see how it goes. And continue watching, please. Just going back to what I was saying in my last video about making a new start in 2024. I've had this crate full of yarn winking at me for goodness knows how long. And I think it was about in 2022 that I started crocheting all these granny squares, and I did quite a lot. I've got quite a lot. Just let me move those hats. They're the hats that I was working on in one of my previous videos. I still haven't done any more on those. So I spent all this time crocheting all these granny squares, and I put them on my bed to. I thought, well, I'll make a bed cover with them, a blanket, and put them out to sort all the colours out and do the composition. And there was nowhere near enough. After all that time, I still had nowhere near enough of these granny squares to just even cover a single bed. So unfortunately, they've sat in this box all this time, and that's all my yarn at the bottom. Oh, fabric scissors there. Oh, mustn't lose those. And but eventually I got round to making a scarf. So I'll show you this in a moment. I ended up just stitching a load of them together, and I did make a scarf, which has turned out really nice, and it's nice and warm. I mean, it's only thin because they're only about 7 or 8 inches wide, these, but it's very long, so I can put it round my neck 2 or 3 times. So I'll show you that in a moment. There's the stuff that I'm actually working on at the moment. Half a granny square, and I think there's some fingerless gloves in there that I started and didn't finish as well. Oh dear. I'll show you the scarf then. So this is the scarf that I made. Don't laugh, I've got my wig on today. It's freezing, so I just thought I'd put it on, keep my head warm. I've got a couple of wigs that my daughter bought me last year, and it's when I was moaning about my hair all the time, so I sometimes wear them, sometimes don't, but I thought I would today because it's so blooming cold. Excuse me. Right, okay. There we are. It's lovely. Lovely and colourful. And, oh, golden Bennett. I'm not used to having hair. This is the problem. It's made my head twice as big as well. Oh, it's all good fun, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, here's the scarf, and I love it. It's great, and I've got lots and lots of other granny squares that I can make into scarves for gifts. I think that's what I'll do. So that's one of the things that I've been doing this week. Although I've finished some pieces this week, there are several others that I'm still working on. I do work, you know, a lot of different pieces at the same time, and I like to keep going back to things, doing a little bit and coming away and then doing a bit more. That's got some lovely texture on it. This is actually an overpainting. I do a lot of overpaintings. I won't throw canvases away if I can reuse them, because they're just too expensive. But you know, I often paint over previous paintings, and I think a lot of artists do this as well. This one, I think it's sort of, I think on a spring, summer, autumn, winter theme, but I've only just started it. It's got lots of nice texture on it, and yeah, I think this one, yeah, this one was a thrifted canvas. I don't know if you can see the big flower on the back there, look. But I've started to buy these canvases. They're more like vinyl from the charity shop, and painting over them, and it works great. You know, if you put an undercoat on, or you know, collage paper over the top of the vinyl and then paint on top, it works great. I can do a separate piece about that, because I've got one left that I haven't done, and I can show you some before and after, so I'll do that as well. But yes, these are the ones that I've got actually on my table. So these are the ones that I shall be doing next. And I don't know where I'm going with them. I tend to just start something and see where it takes me. Very rarely do I know what I'm going to finish up with when I start. So I'm one of those artists that just starts off and without any pre-planning usually, and see how it goes. So they're the artworks that I'm working on at the moment. So these are some of the artworks that I've finished off this last week or so. I've got a small one here, which is in mixed media, acrylic, ink and collage, which are mediums that I often use. And it's got a nice bit of texture on here. Now that's a small one. Now the other two I want to show you are 24 by 24s. Now on my Instagram and my Facebook, you will see some videos or photos of works in progress on this one as well. And as I mentioned in another segment of my video, or will, depending on how it gets edited, I was talking about how I've started buying these canvases from thrift shops or charity shops. They're not actually canvas, but they're a sort of vinyl sort of texture material. But they work perfectly well. But I used one for this, which again is in acrylic, ink and drawing pens. And this one here, which is just in acrylic with some ink on. Now it's got a very, very shiny surface as this, so it'll reflect quite a lot. But I don't think, although I'm pleased with the artwork, but the varnish that I've used is incredibly glossy and it hasn't gone on very, very streamlined. It's got little bits that I had to redo. So if you look at it from the side, you can see little lines in the varnish. So I'm not able to use this one, so I'll just keep it for ourselves. But what I want to show you is how these two started off. Ta-da! Now these three canvases, we'll call them canvases, I got from the PDSA in Sherwood. They're all the same. I got 3 exactly the same. So the two I've used, but that's how they started off. It's sort of a print. It's still got the plastic on because I haven't used this one yet. It's a print on vinyl, and although it's quite an unusual surface to paint on, it works. It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So to buy canvases this size now, you'll be talking about 30 or 40 quid, and it's just beyond my budget is that. So although yes, I'm using thrifted canvases, they haven't been used before. It's not as if they're dirty or anything, but it's just a nice way of using something that's from the charity shop. And also I've started using hard grounds from charity shops as well. You know, these signs that you can buy that's got these daft slogans on and things. This was one of those, and although it was sort of like that, it's got 2 holes and it had string through. I've actually filled the holes in and covered with texture. So again, a really nice wood panel to paint on. This I'm only about halfway through on this, but it's collage and acrylic. But with the texture and everything, you know, it's really nice to work on a hard surface. So that's something else. That's a work in progress. That should have been with the other section, but never mind. Although I did finish this the other week, about a week and a half ago, I'm gonna put it in this video anyway because it does match nicely with the next chair that I'm going to show you. But this is a Lloyd loom chair that I've sort of semi-refurbished. It didn't need a lot doing with it, to be honest, because the paintwork was really quite decent. And this is the original green paint. But I've just touched up the gold a little bit. And, well, I painted this front gold as well because that was a little bit, it's a little bit tatty. And the original seat, it came over and was, nailed in there. And you can actually see the divot holes, which is a bit of an unfortunate thing. But there's no way I could have done it the same. But I've added this lovely leopardy skin cushion, which I think looks really, really nice. And it's a good little piece. And this is still available. I've not had any inquiries about it yet, although I have sold 2 previous Lloyd loom chairs, which were very zany and really, really brightly coloured. But this one, as I say, I've done minimal restoration to it apart from the cushion and just touching up the gold. Now this chair, oh God, just excuse the squeaking again. Oh, that one didn't do it. Now this one was in some other things we bought. We buy lots from the auction that are sort of mixed lots of small pieces of furniture because we just haven't got room to deal with them, and we've only got a small car to bring them home. But this balloon back chair was in with some other things, and it was just plain white, and the cushion was really it's really horrible. Really boring and nasty colour. So what I've done, I've used the same lovely fabric, which I actually got from the charity shop, believe it or not, and I've got a little bit left. It was a piece of it's sort of velour. It's very, very soft and sort of slightly furry fabric. It's very, very nice. So I've used the same fabric on that, painted the chair black, and I've just highlighted the details with gold. And we've got that available. It's only 35 quid because it's just a decorative chair. It's just on its own. So I don't think we'll be able to get masses for that one. But somebody will buy it. Oh, excuse shadows. This is the item that I've done the most work on this last week. It was when we bought it again, it was in a lot of other furniture, And it's quite a collectible table. It's by Macintosh or Macintosh. I think it's probably late 60s or early 70s. And it's got a lovely square shape to it. But the top had this horrendous green paint on it, which had already sort of been, somebody had tried to get it off. So half of it was planed off anyway. And Pete tried to get the rest of the green paint off and he just couldn't. It was just horrible. It was like welded on. So, so I just thought, oh, well, we'll just have to redo the whole thing on the top. We've just brought the wood up. We've restored the wood parts. We haven't touched that, but I've hand painted the top. And it's in lots of different layers. And I think it's worked really well. Now, if you look on my Instagram, I will put a link below. There are a couple of videos and some photographs of work in progress on this. So there's a little video of the first couple of layers of how I did this abstract painting on top. And yeah, it's quite interesting. It did take quite a lot of time to do, but I think it's worked really well. And I think the style all right as well, you know, with it being sort of a mid-century modern style piece. The top's got several layers of poly varnish on top, so it's quite hard wearing. And this is available in our Velvet Crocodile shop on Etsy as well. I will put links down to these in the underneath the video. Last but not least, I've got a very small charity haul for you. Haven't been in much since, well, before Christmas. All the prices seem to be going up ridiculously, so I just stopped going in. But I have been in, this last couple of days. I've got one or two things, not much at all. A lovely rainbow coloured necklace. Now, I do have one of these already, and it's for sale in my jewellery shop on Etsy, but they're so nice that I thought, oh, well, I'll get another one because I can always sell it or wear it. I do like the various colours in this. It's just a plain long string, but with all these different coloured beads. Cute. The next one is, let me put this down. This awesome clear faceted lucite necklace, which is just up my street. And those beads in the middle, look at the size of those. Brilliant. That's lovely. That is lovely. So nice. And finally, I got this hat, which is a beret style hat, but it's made in Italy, and I don't think it's completely made out of wool because it's not scratchy enough, but I think it has got some wool in it. But it's very nice and it's quite cute. My husband loves it. I'll say no more. He likes hats. He likes women in hats. So it's got this little flowery bit on the front, and let me pull that fringe across. And it's really cute, and I really like that. And yeah, it's probably mutton dressed as lamb again, but who cares? It's good fun. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy wearing nice clothes and sort of clothes that are a little bit way out. So there we go. That's a very small charity haul for you. Thank you for watching today. I really, really appreciate it. If you've managed to get this far, thank you so much. I will try and get better at this. The lighting's really bad and the sound's bad. I don't have the right equipment, and to be honest with you, I don't know what equipment I need to do these videos more professionally, so they are a little bit cobbled. But hopefully you will have found something interesting. If you wouldn't mind putting me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you feel like you want to subscribe, you know, I'd appreciate that as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I hope it warms up a little bit, because even though I've got the wig and the layers and the fur on, I'm still freezing. So I hope you're a little bit warmer than I am. Speak to you next time.